investigation is underway into why the radio system for police officers and firefighters in Marion County failed this morning. Call 6 investigates. Paris Lubell was on top of this story from the moment it broke. And Paris, I understand first responders were without radio communication for more than 15 minutes.
Meredith, that's right. The entire radio system that those police officers and firefighters rely on each day failed this morning just after 9 o'clock. Now, that was because of a technical problem, but we're not sure what that is. And without warning, first responders heard this on their radios. The city's Public Safety's Communications Agency tells us that dispatchers reported the failure around 9:07 this morning, and they started the process of moving over to a backup system. But that did take some time. So what does this mean for you at home? The sheriff's office, who answers 911 calls, say people could still call 911, but dispatchers weren't able to relay those calls to officers in the field over the radio. Instead, dispatchers relied on communicating with first responders by sending them text messages to their laptop computers.
When a person calls 911 and we send an officer, we send a firefighter, that's done through the radio system. So it's critical. If we can't talk to them, we really have no way of sending officers.
Now, a statement from the city says Public Safety Communications immediately began implementing backup procedures and migrated users onto the System 2 channel. Backup procedures occurred as planned and no significant disruptions were reported. But we're learning at this hour that it took up to 15 minutes for some IMPD officers to be notified to move over to that backup system. Right now, we're digging into why it took so long and if any calls were delayed in being sent to first responders. From the live desk, Paris Lubell, RTV6.